Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Shay. We are back with a new video. Actually, today I'm going to be doing a watch band tutorial, so I'm taking it a little bit different than I usually do. I normally do vlogs, so today we're going to actually do a tutorial. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and join the fam and tune into this video. So let's get into it. Hey y'all, so let's go ahead and get into this video showing you guys a double strand method. Sorry, my camera is a little bit off, so you can't really see what I'm doing, but what I'm doing is I've already cut my string and I'm adding it to the adapter. So that's what I'm trying to show y'all that I'm doing. You just basically take one long piece, make sure that you can wrap it around your wrist at least 2 times, maybe 3, and depending on how big the wrist is as well, so that way when you go to fold your string in half, it's big enough so that you can still make your bracelet and have enough room to actually tie the adapter to the other side. So just look real closely. I've went through the loop and then tied it, and I usually do 3 knots on each tie. Remember, don't pull it so hard because that can cause for your bracelet to burst. That's my husband coming in from lunch, so y'all see him coming through. Okay, so right here I'm finishing up my last knot, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my can't even think, y'all. Get my spacers on there. I always put spacers first and then I start my bead patterns. If you're doing an average size bracelet of like 7 inches, it usually takes 5 beads in between the spacers when you're using 10 millimeter beads. So that, as you can see, I'm taking both pieces of string and putting it through. Okay, so this is a different day. I realized that I could not get the 10 millimeter beads to work with the double strand method. I just couldn't get both strings through the bead, so I switched over and I redid my personal bracelet that had 12 millimeter beads. So if you're gonna do the double string method, I recommend using 12 millimeter beads or bigger. I mean, some 10 millimeter beads you may be able to get through there. It just kind of depends. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing my bead pattern right here. And since it's another day, I'm actually helping my husband do his watch band as well. So that's what you see me doing right here. I'm talking to him a little bit, trying to help him do his bead pattern and getting that together. Okay, so right here I'm just continuing to do my bead pattern. You can see me jamming a little bit. I don't even know what song I was singing at the moment, but I'm glad I'm doing a voiceover because Marcus is talking about my singing in the background. But yeah, so like I was saying earlier, usually if you have an average size wrist and it's like 7 inches, you usually can do 5 beads in between your spacers. So when I say 5 beads for your pattern, I'm not including the spacer. So you'll have a spacer and then 5 beads, another spacer, and then 5 beads, and so forth and so on. And then but that's just how I do mine. But sometimes when I want to do multiple colors, I do tend to do 3 beads instead of 5. But for this particular bracelet right here, I am doing 5 beads in between my spacers. And this gave me the best. So this one was my personal bracelet. So actually I had to do 4, 5, 4 as far as the beads go, because my wrist is only like 6 inches. I have a really small wrist. So that's how I did my bracelet in this video. Yeah, just getting it along, moving it on through. I actually really enjoy making watch bands. Like, for a while I was doing a lot of different types of crafting, and I love to craft, period. But when you find that one craft that just has your heart and you just absolutely love doing it, I feel like that's the best feeling in the world right there. And then of course I'm sitting on the floor, because I feel like that was the best place for me to be able to sit. Because I have a phone, I don't have a camera. I'm working my way towards that. But I felt like I could get the best angle. But then as the video goes through, I kind of see that you somewhat can't tell what I'm doing. So I know I'm going to have to record another video and post it so that you can actually see my hands in the video. And I'm going to try to sit at the table. It'll have to be like late night when I do it, because y'all, I'm juggling 3 kids. One is in school in 1st grade. I got a 2-year-old, and then I had a baby in April. Well, he'll be 2 next month. And Dallas, my almost 2-year-old, him by himself, he is a piece of work, y'all. He is a piece of work. So it takes me, you know what I'm saying, I have to wait till nighttime before I can even start doing anything craft related. He takes up way too much of my energy. And I'm sure you moms can agree. How many of you crafter moms out there have a lot of kids and you have to wait until they take a nap or wait until they go to sleep before you start doing your crafts and things? Yes, but I'm not gonna talk y'all head off. So just continue to watch me go to the next. I'm going to the next set of bead lines. So I'm grabbing my next 2 pieces of strings and putting my beads on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play a little tune, so that way I'm not talking y'all head off the whole time. So just watching me until the end. Okay, so right here I am finishing up my bracelet. I'm going to show you guys. I'm looking through my charms to decide what charms I want to put back on my bracelet. And I always measure to make sure that I have all 3 bead rows identical, so that way when I tie them to the adapter, they line up pretty well and my bracelet looks nice and even and pretty. So once I do that with customers, I do make sure I use a ruler to measure to their wrist size. So right here you see me, I've started to add the bracelet to the adapter with the double string method. You're going to take 1 piece of string and go through the loop, and then you're going to tie a knot, one knot. Then after that one knot, you're going to take one piece of string and fold it under the beads to make like a bunny ear, and then you're going to loop that same piece of string back through the loop, and then pull it to make another knot. And then you're going to do that one more time, so that way you have exactly 3 knots at the end of your tie. Now you could, if you wanted to, continue to take both strings and use both strings to make all 3 knots, the same way you tied in the beginning. But to me, I learned this method from Jay. I watch her YouTube all the time with watching making watch bands. You want to take it and loop it underneath and pull it through, so that way when you're done tying it on that end, the string and knots automatically slide into the spacer and you can't see the knot on the band once you've attached the other adapter, if that makes sense. So just watch closely as I take the knot through, and you see how I pulled it really quick. So you want to do 3 tugs, like tug, but you don't want to pull it really, really hard, because if the more tension that you put on the string, the easier it will snap when you get ready to put the watch band on, and you don't want it to snap. So take your time with this part. Make sure that your knots are tight, but do not pull on them really, really hard. I just tug it like really, really quick, so that way I know that it's secure and it's not going anywhere. You can use glue if you want to. Some people use glue. I personally do not use glue. However, if you are the person that wants to use glue, again, remember, the more glue that you use, the easier it's going to be for your band to actually snap and pop. I don't know why, but for some reason with the stretch string, sometimes the glue makes it really, really stiff, and then you're not able to get what you need. So right here, finally adding my charms. So for charms, you're going to need split rings and jump rings to add to your charms. Now again, I got this method from Jay, and I really, really love it, because you know how your charms on your regular charm bracelets, sometimes they flip the opposite way and you can't flip them back the other way. So the purpose of having a split ring and a jump ring is you want to add the jump ring to the physical charm, and then you want to add the split ring to the jump ring. So when you go to add the charm to your physical bracelet, the split ring is actually going to be what's hanging from the string. So that way, when you put your watch band on or your bracelet on, whatever you're using this method for, your charms can turn 360. So you can always flip them to the correct side without them messing up. So, and I also do a stretch method too, to make sure that everything stretches before, because you don't want to make it too tight to the point when the customer goes to put it on, it's going to automatically snap. So this is one of the charms here. I'm showing you what it looks like with the jump ring and the split ring. I hope my camera focused enough for you to be able to see what that was. But yeah, so I'll let the camera go so that way you can see me put on a few of the charms if you can see. Again, I know my angle is not the best, but I wanted to at least show you guys what the method was. I promise my next video will be a lot better and a lot more clear, so I can actually show y'all my hands and y'all can see what I'm doing. And the next video won't be as long as this one, because I've already went through how to bead and you know, all of that. So next video I'll focus on tying the knots, if that's what y'all would prefer. Comment below, let me know exactly what y'all would like for me to emphasize on in the next video, so that way I can get that together for you guys. Y'all excuse my son. He is all in the way, y'all. I am so sorry. When I be trying to record stuff, he be trying to come up and, you know, take stuff. See, this is the reason why I do stuff at night. So excuse him. So right here you can actually see me grab my split ring cutter. Well, not cutters, but clippers, I guess. So they're pliers, that's what they're called. So they're just like you know, the long nose pliers that you use to close the jump rings. They have some for split rings, so it opens up the split ring for you and make it easier for you to add it to the band. You know, if your nails are good enough, you can take it, put it on, slide it on there with the split ring pliers, and then use your fingernails to, you know, continue to put it on there. But me personally, it's a lot easier, since I have nails, to just continue using the split ring pliers and keep on turning it until the charm gets all the way on the string, and then I move on to the next one. So right here, I'm actually trying to show you guys what the split ring looks like. Trying to get a close-up. I'm getting ready to attach the jump ring to the split ring and then attach that to the charm. I forgot my nose pliers. I left them on the table, so I had to go get them. And of course you see Dallas in the way. Yeah, so I take the long nose pliers to close the jump ring, and then once I get that closed, the charm is now finished with the attachment to the split ring. So now I'm about to take the split ring pliers to open up the split ring and add it to the physical bracelet. The way I layer my charms, I just kind of look at it and see what looks nice. You can kind of play with your own style and see how you would like to place your charms. It really all depends on, you know, your style and creativity and how you want to do it. So here I'm just finishing up adding those last few charms. Take your time, don't go too fast. I usually have my charms pretty much put together beforehand. So I go ahead and put my jump rings and split rings onto my charms before I actually begin beading my bracelet, just because you never know. The baby might wake up, Dallas might wake up, even though I work at night. Somebody might wake up and then I have to stop in the middle of what I'm doing. So if I go ahead and have everything together, it makes it a whole lot easier. Sometimes I can go ahead and put the charms on as I'm beading. But then again, depending on how long the bracelet is, I have to visually look at it and put the charms on there as I make them, and I want them to look right, if that makes sense. So yeah, again, just with your creativity, just do what you do and make it happen. I know y'all see Dallas all up on me. That's how he is all the time. So that's why I can't really get much done. But so now I'm about to attach the actual bracelet to the Apple Watch. So you just slide the piece in like that. Struggling a little bit. These nails, I had to cut them down. Yeah, so you just slide it in. It is really easy to slide it in. I just couldn't get my fingers together and put it together. And then your bracelet is complete and ready to wear. You can either detach it to put it on, or you can slide it on after you put it all together. It's really your choice. But this is the bracelet that I wanted to do in the beginning, but I couldn't because of string. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video, and I'll see you guys next time.